friends, I'm Rajni here, and if you remember, I had already mentioned about my English classes in my previous videos. So let's begin today. But before I start, I would like to say something important. Like these days, you must have seen lots of videos and tutorials coming up in the market, and they claim to be expert in teaching English, like within no time, within a week's time, or maybe within a fortnight, they can make you expert and very fluent in English. But friends, remember, here I'm not going to claim anything as such, because what I feel is, if somebody wants to learn something, he needs to put his sincere effort firstly, and then needs to devote time on regular basis, and then many more similar points in learning are there. But foremost important is your inclination towards the language. Unless you have interest in the language, I can't bring you to a certain level. You must have seen so many people, they are very comfortable with the language, whereas some are not. Why some people are not? So, there are as per my assessment, I have pinpointed some points that prevent us from speaking fluently. So these are barriers. So first barrier could be lack of vocabulary. What is vocabulary? Vocabulary is collection of words in your mind. And for speaking fluently, non-stop, you need to have lots of words here so that they can spontaneously just come here. Unless you have words here, they won't flow here. Okay, so it's a barrier when there is lack of vocabulary here. Then secondly, as per my opinion, fear could be one of the hindrances. Fear of being ridiculed. What if I go wrong? What if I say something wrong? My friends, my siblings, they are going to make fun of me, So that fear of being, ridiculed stops you from speaking in the public. A fear of making mistake, another fear. Like you just want to be expert, you want to be, very good in front of others. You just don't want to show them that you are a beginner or you can commit mistake. No, that is not possible. If you're learning something new, you are going to commit some mistake in the beginning, and gradually you can, reach some standard, and over a period of time, you can gain expertise over the subject, So that fear shouldn't be there. So again, barrier could be fear of being ridiculed or fear of making mistakes. And thirdly, it could be when you compare. The moment you speak, you visualize somebody who's better than you or who is very fluent, and then what you do? You start comparing your fluency with theirs, and again, you avoid speaking. And then another point could be, this point could be comparison. And then another point could be when you think in your native language. What you do normally? You think in whatever native language you feel comfortable with, and then you translate them. That takes time again. So what do you need to avoid? You should avoid thinking, making sentences in your language and then translating. Stop translating. Okay? Okay, then last point could be when you keep checking your sentences every now and then with your grammar knowledge, with grammar rule. You know what you do? You speak a sentence and simultaneously you check your sentence if you are grammatically right or wrong. Stop doing that. It's a barrier when you are comparing, you're checking your sentences with grammatical rules. Okay? So for today only this many points, and in my forthcoming video I would like to teach you how to overcome these fears, hindrances, barriers. Okay? And until we meet, take care, lots of love. Bye-bye.